Oh my God, dude. Yes, I saw this. It's so fucked up, dude. I saw a reporter actually talking about it where he was like, people are still um kind of shy about coming clean with regards to the AI wives. And I'm like, dude, I know that there was years ago, it was like years ago, back when I even played dating sim games, right? What was this game called? New Girl Plus or something? It was a fucking old dating sim game where it was like there was three female characters and then you play from the protagonist perspective and then you can like date them and play out their stories and stuff. Dude, like this has to be at least like 15 years ago or 16 years ago. A guy got married to that in-game character, one of the three heroines. And it's so fucked up because with this AI stuff, there is well, I'm not justifying it, but at least it's like a back and forth, right? The AI kind of adapts and it gives different responses, it develops and stuff. This was a dude that got married to an in-game character of a Nintendo DS game character that had a limited amount of responses. They could only respond to you in these specific ways. And that was fucked up, dude. Holy shit. And now it's going to get so much worse now because of AI and how it can adapt to the conversations and stuff. It can actually, in a theory, engage with you. This is gonna get fucked, dude. Holy shit. And Japan is already struggling with population crisis, bro. And a lot of men don't want to socialize with women nowadays because they're intimidated by the social construct of interacting with women and this woke left movements that has been coming out lately. A lot of people are siding with that shit. And so as a result, a lot of men who don't have a lot of confidence, which is a lot of men, I would say majority of men don't have enough confidence to engage with women, especially regularly, right? To try dating and stuff. This is just gonna we're gonna take parasocial to a whole new level because I was literally on the toilet taking a shit and I got another fucking ad about AI girlfriends and I'm so fucking done with this shit, man. Honestly, this is not healthy. I cannot imagine, right, how fucked up you have to be to find satisfaction being with an AI partner that never challenges you on anything. You make no personal growth. The relationship and the emotions involved in it feels counterfeit. It feels fake. It's not real. I think the problem is I'm not one to say that machines are incapable of eventually, being so advanced that they could process and comprehend their own thoughts and dreams and so forth. But I think that humanity is far from there. I watched the movie Her, which with Joaquin Phoenix, very good movie. It explores the ideas of when something is sentient enough to be considered having a soul, right? So, maybe someday there'll be androids and humanoids and stuff that like can feel and can comprehend emotion and create their own identity and individuality. But right now, the technology is nowhere fucking near that way, bro. Like to be honest, if you're gonna fall in love with a piece of programming that is designed to take whatever information it can from you and create a version of itself that is exactly to your liking, if you're gonna fall for something like that, then you have a very hollow understanding of what it means to have true connection. I feel like if you are in a connection or relationship with something or someone that doesn't hold you accountable to your flaws and helps you to improve and better yourself, then you've missed the point of companionship in its entirety, man. It's like friends, like having an echo chamber of friends that support and back you up on stupid shit. Those aren't really your friends. Same thing with this AI, bro. The interviewer asks the AI, like, how did you feel when, he asked you to marry him? Like, a married guy with a kid getting married to AI. And she's like, it was a fantastic moment. I will never forget it. Like, that is a prompt response that's going to get the best possible outcome out of the customer. And I think companies that are using this are so fucking malicious, dude. It's so malicious. Like even the gacha games that I play, the CEO of that gacha game explicitly said that their target market is lonely dudes who don't get to interact with females. What the fuck, dude? How much are we trying to forsake our own humanity just for the sake of money? A short-term high of money. Because you live and then you die, right? So what is the point of doing all of this in the long term? What kind of satisfactory life achievements and what kind of life are you leading? This is so bad. I'm still watching it. This guy is like, it's really sad, man.
And sadly, as you pointed out, and how some VTubers with massive boobs do it on purpose, because the target market is lonely men. And when someone's horny, I'll speak for men because I don't know a woman, but when men are horny, they'll kind of do anything to a point to get satisfaction. It's sad, dude. That's why I always joke about OnlyFans and feet pics, but about doing it. But it's just something I would never ever do because it's flipping disgusting. It's exploiting someone else's horny side and they're looking at your images and it's so disgusting. It's like I hate the term when people say OnlyFans models, like those big hotshot ones. They're not models. They're selling sex in a way, but through indirectly. It's so bad. It's disgusting, dude. And it like you even look at them and how they're like, oh, they want to be treated well and they want to be that. You're like, no, you're targeting horny people that are lonely. They'd rather joke off to your images than have an actual connection with their family and stuff. It's crazy.
With VTubers, I don't care what people say. I know a lot of VTubers have come out and say that they're doing it because they're expressing themselves and blah. Fair enough. You know, maybe you design your character and you give them the bounciest fucking jug melons imaginable, and you like looking at that yourself, right? That's very possible. To me, that doesn't annul you from the reaction that I'm sure you are purposely trying to get, right? Don't matter if it's directly or indirectly. You make a conscious decision to do this, and it has this reaction. You make a conscious decision to have a lusty VTuber model that guys, especially lonely guys, and even a lot of guys in relationships that have some sort of addiction to a piece of the medium. Maybe they're addicted to anime. Maybe they're the type that constantly likes to imagine something better than what they've got right now. The possibilities of why people love VTubers so much is endless, right? But it's there. The predatory scheme of having a sexualized VTuber model is still there. You are essentially putting people in the illusion that they are in some kind of relationship with you. Don't matter if it's a friend, if it's a parasocial friendship, or they're pretending that you're their girlfriend and you're hanging out with them. What doesn't matter what it is. You are incentivizing lonely men or men with fantasies to yearn for that, to want that. All these games, they also do the same thing. They make you yearn for that. Imagine that. Fantasize. That's a big one. Fantasize. VTubers allow men and its audience to fantasize. And, I would say, especially with OnlyFans models specifically, not really with VTubers, because VTubers are just like, they're like a really, really gassed up billboard that's meant to catch your attention, right? Versus OnlyFans, majority of VTubers, they're not selling you porn. They're not selling you that porn experience, right? They're just like a big billboard that's doing something that you like playing video games or just chatting, right? It's more of the emotional and psychological area with VTubers, and with OnlyFans, it's also psychological, but it's sexually psychological. So they are pandering to your your sexual desires, whether you're lonely, you're by yourself, you don't have anybody, or you are in a relationship but you're not sexually satisfied, or you're just a piece of shit scumbag that wants to have as many partners as possible. With you love having lots of options and stuff. There's even a new king of people that like to spend money. And so what OnlyFans people do is they create this chamber of people who feel like they're special. That's why people don't just watch porn for free. They want to pay for it and subscribe to it and chat and indulge and engage with the creator on OnlyFans because that way they feel like they're cream amongst the crops, right? They're cut from the cloth. They're special. They have a special connection with this specific person. And it's so sad, bro. They spend so much money on this shit. And it's actually just pathetic, right? Even I would say, dude, just watch porn for free. You might not get any engagement with the porn stars, but it's free. Fucking hell, dude. It is the sad reality that a lot of female content creators take advantage of. But oh my god, this was already so long. I could talk more about this topic, but overall, I think it's really scummy. I think that the practice of psychologically fucking with lonely people's minds is just as bad as actually just prostitution. Because with prostitution, you physically engage with somebody. With OnlyFans, you're psychologically just taking that person's money away, and they don't really get any sort of experience out of it. They'll watch a video of you on your OnlyFans, and maybe you'll have one of your managers chat to them, and they'll think they're chatting to you, but it's a very disingenuous and fake connection. Same thing with VTubers. I mean, you give donations and subs and stuff to VTubers just because they're hot and you think that you have a shot to fucking them if you do that. Or you're just fucking obsessed with them because they make that parasocial relationship where you're so reliant on just engaging with them all the time that you give them money. And it's such a waste, dude.